Welcome back everyone to Total War Warhammer 3 in part 3 of our Morghur the Shadowgave campaign. In today's episode we are here to smash yet another castle of Lungi. I guess we haven't taken out any of their towns just yet. Well, they are yet to feel our wrath. It's a rather small castle though. I guess it's hiding behind one of these town village buildings. They've got a couple battle pilgrims here in this squad though, which are going to be an unbreakable unit, which just means a whole bunch of snacks for our gores. They are going to try to hold the line, but it's going to be absolutely no avail. We're going to fight this one, of course, because there is an army of Lewin Leonkur right over here. So we're going to try to do as much damage as we can and then retreat and build in some of our more elite troops that are now waiting in the wings. Let's get to it. Alright, let's get this going. So they're basically going to just deploy in their kind of typical defensive formation, so we will be rather aggressive with our archer Ungor, making sure they can all blanket these peasants in rusty arrows of doom. Tetanus, speed delivered. And then we'll have the spear Ungor, because there are actually no cavalry at all. And just being the ones holding the front line. You don't have to do it for long. Beastmen. Move them around a little bit. I want the shields to protect them from those arrows, but if not, that's also fine. I'm going to be replacing all of the unshielded Ungor after this battle here, so I'm going to keep them up front. We'll just charge them through. Axe Ungors. Don't really need any more on this side, so let's just have both of them here behind our other spearmen. We can let the spawn just charge straight out of these trees. Nothing here really can stop them. The Centaur will do the same thing they did last battle, which is running out of this side with the hounds, which will also be replaced here, probably for some chariots. Razor Gore chariots aren't nearly as dangerous as Tuskor ones, but I think it still applies the bleed. If not, we'll find out. More speedy units, and then Kevin and Morghur. Morghur is rather slow, but Kevin can smash into the battlefield with extreme haste. Let's get it going. Alright, so these archers should start blanketing the foe archers in Doom. They still try to run away, which would be quite boring of you. That is a bath of a rusty metal. Good grief. Bad day to be a peasant. Those guys are already gone. Let's set these three archers to chasing them. We'll advance the line. And we'll start getting everyone else moving on in. Spawn, just go find some peasants to smush. Those are the battle pilgrims. Actually, perfect. Unbreakable unit versus unbreakable unit. Where are the other battle pilgrims at? Either way, big boys, go find you some archers. Send the axes up and around, so you guys charge in. Oh, some return fires coming our way, that's exciting. For very short periods of time. Doom already coming on in. All our chariots are getting blanketed by poison, which is not great. Bit of an uncoordinated charge here, as the Beastmen do. Smash this peasant mob first. You guys come on in here and hit these men-at-arms. And we'll just do the same here. I don't know why we're retreating. That's an easy victory. Here come the cavalry, just in time. No reason to go to the battle pilgrims. Let's just focus on these archers first. And fall back before those spearmen arrive. You guys do. Let the spear herd go through and go after the battle pilgrims, and then just blanket all of them in arrows. Morghur, come ahead and smash in there. Those chariots should have no trouble getting through. Come on back around. You guys chase them off. Keep smashing those archers. Yeah, there's no reason to stand there and take free damage. Let's go ahead and charge in and get a snack. These throwing spears are awesome. Would much prefer one of those against a Centaur. Oh, its two prongs are a little bit smaller, so maybe they break more often. Pull back these Centaur, we'll let them kind of rotate around and deal with those spearmen. lost one of our frontline groups, which is a bit surprising, but Battle Pilgrims are not terrible. Let the spawn crash into these Battle Pilgrims. Spearmen, you two. Everyone get involved. We've got all the extra weapon strength and charge bonus right now, so pretty brutal. Battle Pilgrims exploding. That's a bad time there. I just gotta watch them like lion tails. Not the most intimidating of mutations, that's for sure. You will just have everyone else keep chasing. I think it's just the Battle Pilgrims that are still fighting. I will let them go down to the bitter end for the lady. I'll get you all in a moment. And after another decisive victory, you have to think, Morghur's death toll on the countryside of Bretonnia has to be just astronomical at this point. We're only fighting the military guys here, and then obviously from there it gets real brutal. We're gonna go ahead and take the win. That's a lot of gold. I like to make sure we don't get jumped by Lewin, but let's go ahead and retreat after looting and raising. Hopefully we can get back far enough where we can be away from Lewin. Absolutely not. That's concerning. I can't lie. So what we'll do is we'll fall back into friendly territory. Jump into the sneaky and camp stance. Lewin may choose to just come straight after us. In which case we would need soldiers. But I would like to disband what we have here. I'm also going to go ahead and perform this first ritual. I think we should have enough marks to get past Ruination at level 2 here. The Ruination level 3 is up at 60. It's probably a good idea for us to cut what we've got here and start working for the next kind of group before pushing on. It kind of seems best to go for groups of 2 and then kind of 1 at a time after that. So we're going to go ahead and perform our first Ritual of Ruin, getting 32 marks of Ruination. Yeah.
Your strength grows, mighty lord. You could now spread more despair across the land by raising a new horde and erecting multiple herdstones for more blood grounds to hunt.
Definitely. And the Brayherd ascends. The Gaze of the Dark Gods is upon you. Following your previous Ritual of Ruin, your tribe has received marks of ruination, increasing its status amongst the Children of Chaos and gaining additional benefits from your Ruinous Masters.
With the herdstone ritual cast, you have increased your standing with the dark.
Thank you, good sir. You can return to these lands later if you wish. I mean, we kind of have no choice but to stay here. We're going to grab... Basically, we're just going to kick both of these Ungor Spear herd out right away. I'm going to recruit in Artois some Gore herd. And we'll grab the ROR Gore as well. Let's kick out the Hound Dogs here. We'll replace them with the Tuskor chariots. And then if anything, we'll go ahead and combine up some more of these raiders. And then just grab this additional Gore herd. That looks pretty decent to start as long as Lewin doesn't come over here. That'll be a nightmare. Bloodlust. 5 more attack and a pretty hefty bump to damage. I'm thinking instead we go for whatever kind of increases the normal gore, or maybe even our freakish mutations. We've only got 2 spawn. We're going to want to make sure we have other units besides. Beast Lord Spite is just for the raiders, not even the Tsichian ones. So the Zangors even, I think. Oh yeah, the chosen Zangors also get buffed up through the Fury of the Herd, which we're going to be using in place of the raiders later on. So let's grab Fury of the Herd first, since we've got so many more Ungor Spearmen and the like. And now we wait. Our ritual is complete. I'm concerned that because we've had the Defiled Blood Grounds here now, they're not going to move on the castle. They're just going to try to take down Artois directly so that they can We'll see. And turn. Alright, as we come up on our turn, Corone and Lungi have now confederated. Looks like Grom's running away from Lewin. We need to go take down Jamothius Graf. Tell me that's not the most old school, or even new school Western name ever. Jamothius. Alright, so can we recruit up the Razorgore like I want? Absolutely. That's what we're gonna then do. Is let Lewin, are you fighting Grom?
But Grom's also eating.
I don't really care. I just want to know if you were making enemies with Lewin 112 as opposed to our, what, 300? I think he's coming after us first. Something tells me. Let's come on over here towards Jamothius. Beyond this part of Artois. And then, even though we did just recruit in these chariots, I'm not the biggest fan of the Tuskor variant. They're just not as good. So I'm gonna kick them out, and I'm also gonna get rid of one of these Encore spears. Combine them together. That way we've only got 2, and then I'm gonna grab in 2 of the Razorgore herd. Battle piggies fail me. Now you all can feel free to laugh. I'm going to put my faith in the Razorgores. They do have the bleed effect, so we can kind of keep them across the backfield away from the normal Razorgore. And they should be doing all sorts of nasty. Morghur, I would really rather save your economy, your gold, and get the upgrade to the Zangors. Make sure our front line is dangerous. We can have as many of these raiders as we need. A couple of the spearmen, of course. They're just going to be normal Ungor spears, but we want our front line to be nice and devastating. Alright, so we skip on through, and that'll be the turn. Right, the Flight of the No Horns challenge has been completed, so the throbbing power of a Hearthstone invigorate the lowly Ungor's thirst to take vengeance upon the world that spawned them. Weapon strength will fight against most of the forces of order. I guess all of the forces of order. And then a hero becomes a legend, so we need to have a win 10 battles with a single character. That we can do. Well, I think our Gorbull has been, or our Gorbull has been in far more battles than just the one, but sure. Whatever you guys say.
Never.
Starting up a Bloodground and Sigmar Shine would be a complete waste. We do need to wipe him out either way. Come on, past him. We need to try to find one of the main Birdstone locations. I don't know if Castle Gizro is one of those. Probably not. Hit Yeremi. We can then go... I don't know, we may just have to destroy this one and move on. Sort of a smaller Bloodground in Port Saul. Try to get up to this next Ruination Tier 3, which is going to give us an additional army. We have an additional capacity. Since they're free, we might as well, right? We just have to pay for them initially. And Morghur, I think you deserve to have... More of the Wild? Horns of Fury. We don't have any spellcasters yet, so a Great Bray Shaman is probably a good idea. Evolve, Bray Scream. Oh yeah, the typical, I don't know why it slipped my mind that was the typical Beastmen. Lore there, Distorted Reality. I want a Doom Bolt. Torment Utterances, and then Cloven Herald. Hounds, Tactician. Well, we'll grab Pooh here, which is a fun name. Great Bray Shaman Pooh. He has all of the Corn's Fury for naming him as such. I will have you drop into the hidden encampment then. Or no, you'll just stay in Artois. Excuse me. I said you're going to stay in Artois. That's right. And you're going to go ahead and recruit up some Ungor Spearmen. Archers, and then some more frontline. Artois itself can give you Tuskor Chariots and Harpies. We'll do that. And then Global is apparently locked. Okay. We can build up armies very fast. I'm not sure where Lewin is going.
I am the blood.
He can reach Artois in March, but I think just barely. It'd be great if it showed another outline for his standard when they're in March. Not the way, though. We are going to come on down. We're going to raid the whole way because there's no reason to not gain the extra goodies. Hopefully this Brave Shaman can hold the line here at Artois, in case Lewin tries something goofy. But if not, hey, we can burn something down and start all over again. For our next challenge, all we've got available is Consume Orders, so that'll work. It will help out our new Brave Shaman. Ooh, the demon. The Spin Garlings are about to lose to Leoness and Corone. Yeah, that's not good. Okay, yeah, it's definitely time to either deal with Jamotheus, or we'll come on up to Barfleur here and turn it into the Blood Grounds. Don't think Leoness is one of the special ones. We shall see how things play out. Big Din of the Svingarlings wants a trade agreement. You're about to be wiped out. This is just going to make people mad at me. So no. Dark choice. The ruinous powers take grim pleasure in your endeavors. In their dark mirth, they grant a boon. Which of their gifts will you choose? A Gorbel or an additional Brave Shaman? Or our first Brave Shaman? I think we'll grab a Brave Shaman. We'll bring them over here with Morghur. We now need to research 8 technologies. Grab a Talisman of Preservation and Axes of Korgor. Which, oh, that's what a name. Can't reach Morghur, but it looks like Jamotheus is willing to throw down.
Impossible.
I am impressed by your grit, sir. We are going to charge right on in. We'll grab the final point into Thickskin for our Gorbel, which will help him out against all the crossbow bolts flying his way soon. Let's get him. Is this a main settlement? Minor settlement. Destruction comes. Sigmar Scheim is going to give us a Pyrrhic victory. Crossbows, mortars, oh my. Not as scared as you guys might think, especially since we're out on the open field. You are in all of the disadvantage. Let's rip them apart. I do like to see that Sigmar Scheim appears to be kind of a themed faction, where they've all got foggy. What's going on with the color palette? Where they've all at least got, what am I trying to say? They're all using the warrior priests, which may be an accident, but it at least seems like they're meant to be kind of a holy order style faction. What we need to do is shut down those mortars quickly. That way we don't get all of our Ungors exploded. Operation Hide for a moment while we draw the mortars in as a go. We'll have the 2 big boys up front, infantry, and everything else. I'm just going to charge real aggressive like with the Razor Gore and the Chariots. Chariots are going to disrupt the line, and then the Razor Gore will smash in behind them. And then I'm going to advance the Spawn, hopefully be the soak for all of the enemy mortar fire there. No cavalry, so we'll put the spears in the middle to be the main tanks. And then we'll have the X-Men on the wings. Or herd, do you guys hide? No, they're not concerned with things like hiding. Be real nasty and put them up here. And before we do though, let's take a look. New unit. I'm actually very surprised these guys have no bonus versus infantry. They've got an axe in either hand, and that may just be an oversight on Vinris's part. I don't want to say it is if it's not, but if the normal Gore archers have bonus v infantry, it would make sense that these guys are like twice the size. Look at this dude here. They're all bloody and huge. Yeah, no, they would definitely have bonus v infantry, especially with their dual axes. Let's actually see at their stats. So, I mean, they've got a lot of attack, but not that much more than the Ungor herd. And Ungor have 5 bonus v infantry, though, so that takes it up to 38. They're almost on par. Ungor herd needs some help. Probably just switch off of them and go to the Zangors pretty quickly, because at least they've got the barrier. The other thing we have is the Razor Gore. Battle piggies. Look how horrifying. This is what happens if you put a piggy in the microwave with a frag grenade. Somehow it survives. That is not right. Hopefully the enemy believes so as well. Let's get them. Alright, so yep, like I said, we're going to send the spawn up on either side to be mortar soaks. Oh, I forgot to deploy our Centaur. That's fine, that'll work. I can move up that way. While the main body force moves directly in. We'll just have the Gore Bull be obnoxious as well, where he can just kind of seek out those mortars and disrupt them. Morghur can just throw himself into the front group of halberdiers. We'll leave the Gores in hiding for now. Let spawn get jogging, because they're actually going behind other units now, and that'll get exploded by proxy, which would be sad. Keep moving around the outside, as long as we're staying far enough away that we're not getting hit by crossbows until we want to. Keep moving around. Come on, lads. Centaur is moving over as well. So they're starting to get some fire in. We'll try to turn the pigs around. Need these spawn to get up here and start doing some damage. Gore Bull will switch your positioning over here. We're starting to get shot at by the handguns now, which is going to really hurt. I think where you guys going to come back. We'll find a opening and we'll strike then. Razor Gore in. I'll score chariots in, rather. Beautiful. Let's grab the main body force now and start moving them up. Kind of an angle like this, though. Leave the Gores for now. It's a lot of crossbows. Try to fall back. It's going to be a heap of focus fire there. Chariots in. Let's go start working our way through. Are those halberdiers? Those are just great swords. Force your way through then. Morghur and our spawn turn around and get these halberdiers. We'll have the normal Gore, except for you two, take them out of the group. Charge them forward. And Gore, start focusing fire on any swordsman you can. Need you to pull through enemy lines for me, my friend. Battle Piggies of Doom. Start rushing in on the different crossbow units. Bring the Gores out now. Blanketing them in Doom. Do we have our extra unit of... I don't think so. Chariots keep going through. The more you stop moving, the more damage you're going to take. You guys turn around. The Gore charge across and hopefully get involved with the halberdiers before it's too late. Keep smashing through where my Centaur's at. Let's have you guys hit these great swords in the middle. With the handguns, we'll have you pull around and try to get into the back here. Here come the halberdiers. Let's retreat. You fire on those archers and you fire on these archers. That's how it should be. The swords or the halberdiers and stuff will retreat. the crosswoman there, I mean. Get some bleed on this unit. Have all of these guys move in as a one blob. Well done, squad. You stay here to guard the area. Pull them through. You guys go ahead and throw yourselves into melee with these halberdiers. And we'll bring others in to help out. You guys just go straight back. That is working out. Enemy Lord is gone. The battle piggies are doing absolutely fantastic. Periods are starting to get bogged down though. Let's make sure we don't lose those guys. A lot of halberdiers. You go ahead and pull through. Smash for these halberdiers there. Not the best target for you, but it'll work out. Guards are doing their thing. Let the spawn come on through, smash into the back of these halberdiers. Fighting my Centigores.
I can't say.
You just stand on this side to keep anyone from coming back. Centigores, go ahead and fall back. We'll let the archers turn and assist. Or dumping rounds into their backs. Alright, battle piggies keep ripping through the man things. And there's another victory. Perfect stuff. Well, they have indeed, especially when a microwave pig just charges through your lines. I am going to round up the rest of these poor unfortunate Sigmarites, and I'll catch you in a moment. Well, they put up a little bit of a fight, but not much. Morghur's got 0 kill, which is perfect. It still likes to give us the close victory because I think we expended just a lot of ammunition, which, yeah, whatever. Take all the loot and the experience, and I'm thinking we shall... We'll simply loot and raise here. How much more movement do we get here? Moderate amount of extra movement or a small? Let's grab the moderate amount of extra movement. I'd rather start up a new blood ground sooner than later. Slayer, so extra attrition when under siege, 10% more. We'll let them kind of build up here at Port Saul if they want to come back and resettle Sigmar. I don't think they can because of the defiled blood grounds. Hero now does become a legend. I'm not sure how that happened. It said we only had one before, but works for me. We've got a Helm of Many Eyes, and I think we'll put that on our Doorbol. And the Shield of Tolos we'll put on Boo here. You are not quite as intimidating as our other units, I can tell you that much, my friend. So is the Tuskgore a smaller beast than the Razorgore? Is that why we don't have access to Tuskgores? And why are the Razorgore chariots worse than the Tuskgore ones? Oh, they're not. I just got them mixed up. Still, maybe a big unit, like an even larger squad of Tuskgores would be hilarious. Slightly stronger than the Hounds, but not a lot. Fury of the Herd, absolutely. And then we'll move Morghur. Do we have a march stance? We do not. Six growth, we are not anywhere near that one. Any of these actually give us any more movement range? Ooh, the raiding party does. Sold. We have to wait for a turn, so let's go ahead and move up as far as we can towards Barfleur. We'll likely bypass it and start up a Blood Grounds, maybe at Barley Motte or a Fragoon. Need to make sure we get, yeah, Fragoon looks like the proper place. And we'll also make Corone one as well. Hopefully we can actually get a decent amount of land when we do so. Now Castle Lunghi is likely an important one. You all know. Let me know. I think it's only the racial capital, so only Castle Corone. Could also be Carcassonne as well, but one of the two. We'll just ignore the others. We'll grab in the raiding party then. You need nothing. Zawushra. Heads on spikes, though, could be useful for just a passive gain of dread. Exactly. You do voodoo. upgrades, how far away are we to tier 3 Hearthstones? We need to wait where we have 1,000. We need 1,200 for Torok, so that's definitely what we'd go after. We get the others done anyway. More Centigores. We can't recruit Centigores yet, so that would be a waste. We get more Razor Gore Herd. Increase the capacity by 2. That way both armies would have them. It slows down our overall upgrade to the Herdstone, but let's grab the Razor Gore Herd. No more than that, though. And then we'll have you recruit those guys on in. Piggies of Doom. Why are we unable to? Is it just because of we can only recruit them through Morghur directly? That's unfortunate. Well, you'll stay here then. We can't quite reach Morghur. We can come on over. I just want to grab the ones he already has. We're just not able to yet. Unfortunate. But if we're in the same province as Morghur, are we able to recruit them? No. No is the answer, and now we know. So horde buildings are only for your horde, which would absolutely make sense. For one more spear unit and an additional warhound as well. And we learned something.
Slaughter the sheep.
I am so surprised you guys are still kicking.
My
How
war
much
band
gold do
has
you have
its
there,
share
Signarlings?
of mindless beasts, but we could make space.
Oh, is that right?
Yes.
I don't like how you're talking to me there, friend. Yeah, we'll get up here and deal with Marfleur next. You guys willing to
Deliver your
peace?
missive and then get from my presence.
No. Well, that's too bad. I would have gladly taken your gold in exchange for your lives. Alright, these Fingarlings have been wiped out, so we definitely need to start moving on in. War Machine focus, and then capture many provinces. To give us a Chalice of Dark Ruin. Let's move up and give good old Pooh here some piggies. Enjoy. And let Morghur start moving up through towards our next target. Meanwhile, this army come back up and defend Castle Artois / wait for a moment to come on in and attack some of these others. Well, animosity. Bash the warriors' heads together to restore some bestial rage. This will cause some casualties. Just have them do some raiding. Let's bash some heads together. Bash some heads together and do some raiding. That works for me. We'll recruit next turn since we've lost so much of our disparate. Doesn't seem great. You can hasten challenges. Let's do it. Ooh, you failed. Well, no, you can't hasten challenges. That's not going to help our challenge at all. We have ones for, what, 5 successful hostile hero actions? Burn him out? 0. Guess luckily he didn't trip on a rock and hurt himself. That's the only positive there. I realize we did not recruit up more piggies. And so our army is looking a little bit scant. So we need to stay in this stance for one more turn. We'll get ready though. We'll come on up towards staying in the Artois area. We should be able to attack Dragoon from here. And we'll also remain invisible while in our encamp stance. So grab in the pigs we lost, which should be fantastic. Then we'll have you start moving up. I guess we can keep raiding too. He's got plenty of bestial rage. I don't think we lose any in this stance. We can grab a few more experience points and come up and get ready to attack.
It is forbidden.
Huisalon is not counted. Here's Corone. We should just beeline for Corone. Absolutely. Okay, here we go. It'll tell you if you can have a landmark building. The Defiled Tournament Grounds. 20% more movement range for armies in the province. Replenishment rate for Chaos Spawn sounds good to me. Onward then to Corone. They won't even see us coming. Are we able to grab any more heroes from Morghur? Or even from our Hearthstone, either one. Nope. Not yet. That's fine. Let's see if Warars wants to fail me again. Maybe come on up and try Corone. 50% either way. Yeah, we'll go here instead. Ooh, you succeeded. Well done, sir. Using our very finite gold very well. Oh no, another negative. The final supper. Seeking the gift of regeneration, an imprudent cabal of young magic users has been dabbling in ogre gastronomy. Really, are we able to do that? I didn't think the Beastmen were capable of having a cabal. But disaster strikes as they inadvertently summon the Great Maw itself. Smacking its lips with delight at the banquet laid out before it, the Maw devours the hapless sorcerers where they stand and disappears with his satisfied belch. This arcane upheaval has sapped the winds of magic, faction-wide. And such is the way. We need to recruit an additional lord. And you're a bit late. A second front. We're going to be starting a third front. Alright, well, Lewin has been caught unawares. It is so unfortunate for you, my friend. We're bringing everyone. Absolutely everyone. Experience per turn. I'm going to bring the second army and have them just rampage in. It'll be hilarious. And then we'll have Morghur smash Lewin.
Not one step
He's at war with the big Grom.
You better have brought Grom something to eat.
Why can't I join your war? Like you do is declare war on you and trade?
Need help smashing up the wall?
I am so confused. What are they? I guess our diplomacy's fixed? We're not supposed to really have trade at all. I think we only had it because of the one. I'm not sure what's going on here. Either way, we're going to go ahead and attack Lewin directly.
Ill-advised.
Ill-advised, huh? I think it's going to give us a decisive victory, and we managed to ambush you with that. So you're a beautiful checkered horse, and you stand no chance. We will have this battle, though, in the next episode. For now, I'm out of time for today. I have been Space Wizard Total War. Leave a like for the light god and a sub for the sub zone. I'll see you on the next one.